At least 59 people have been killed in Portland homicides so far this year, and while it is just under last year's record-setting pace, each of those victims has a story. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 10 o'clock on Portland CW. I'm Wayne Haverly. Early this morning, the latest tragic killing. It happened in the Powellhurst-Gilbert neighborhood in southeast Portland. Police say a man is being held in connection with the shooting death. Our Joelle Jones is going beyond the headlines. She's been talking with those who knew the victim, and she joins us now live tonight with the story. Joelle?
Wayne, Portland police have been pretty tight-lipped about this investigation, but their homicide unit is now looking into this. We actually just watched their officers pull off maybe 2 minutes before we got on air. And while police are not releasing details about what led up to this woman's death, we did speak with a man who says that he's the leader of an organization that woman belonged to. Now, per his request, we are not releasing the name of that organization because he doesn't want his entire community labeled with the crime. But we watched him be briefed by police. We spoke with him after. He says this is a tragic case of domestic violence.
Apparently, it looks like a domestic violence that went out of, became very tragic. And that's what we know right now. The sad part is we have to care for the families, the kids that are left behind. Some of the girls that are young enough don't even know what really happened to the mother.
We first met this man who asked to keep his name and face hidden as he was unloading diapers and food for the children of the woman police found dead this morning at an apartment complex in the Powellhurst neighborhood. He tells us he is the leader of a close-knit community which the woman belonged to. We spoke with him after he was briefed by police, and he says his community is now shaken by this devastating loss.
She had a lot of young members, friends around her that were here. You've seen some more coming out here to help me in delivering the food to the kids. And she's well loved. She really had a good heart. And
police say what started out as an early morning disturbance call is now being investigated by homicide detectives after officers arrived at Southeast 92nd Avenue near Powell Boulevard around 7 this morning and found a woman dead. Police tell us a man has now been detained in relation to this investigation, but so far have not released any details about him or whether there was a relationship between the two. And while police have not yet confirmed if her death was the result of domestic violence, the community leader we spoke with tells us her death is a failure on everyone.
But it's a very tragic incident that happened. Very sad. A young mother lost her life unnecessarily. And I feel like as a society, as a community, and anybody involved, we kind of failed. Anytime that happened, we have to all accept the responsibility that somehow we failed collectively.
Police are waiting to name of that woman until after a medical examiner can confirm what caused her death, and police have had a chance to notify her family. As a father himself, the community leader tells bringing items for the woman's daughters was the very least he could do. For the girls, he says, will now have to grow up without their mother, but hopefully with the support from their community.
And that is the hard part. So for us to take it from there, even when the attention in the media moves away, these kids still need to have they're not gonna have a mother who's gonna walk to graduations, they're gonna walk to their wedding date. All this stuff that happens to young girls is not gonna happen to them.
Now, I did reach out to police to ask them if they could confirm whether act of domestic violence, but I have not yet heard back. Police are asking anyone with information to reach out to detectives. We have their contact information as well as a list of resources for domestic violence listed at KOIN.com. Reporting live in Southeast Portland, I'm Joelle Jones, KOIN 6 News.